El Niño events cause the Antarctic ice shelf to melt by up to 10 inches (25 centimeters) every year, according to a study by NASA. El Nino and La Niña are separate events that alter the water temperature of the Pacific Ocean. The ocean periodically oscillates between warmer than average during El Niños and cooler than average during La Niñas. Using NASA satellite imaging, researchers found that the oceanic phenomena cause Antarctic ice shelves to melt, while also increasing snowfall. El Niño and La Niña are separate events that alter the water temperature of the Pacific Ocean. The ocean periodically oscillates between warmer than average during El Niños and cooler than average during La Niñas. Under El Niño conditions, warmer ocean water is forced towards Antarctic ice shelves. This encourages the melting of the ice shelves from below the surface of the water. At the same time, El Niño also causes increased snowfall in certain areas of Antarctica. The research was funded by NASA and conducted by researchers at the Scripps Institution of Oceanography at the University of California, San Diego. They found that the El Niño phenomena, also called the El Niño Southern Oscillation, ENSO, dramatically affects the formation of the ice shelves at the South Pole. There have been some idealized studies using models, and even some indirect observations of the ice shelves, suggesting that El Niño might significantly affect some of these shelves, but we had no actual ice shelf observations, says Dr. Fernando Paulo, co-author of the study. Now we have presented a record of 23 years of satellite data on the West Antarctic ice shelves, confirming not only that ENSO affects them on a yearly basis, but also showing how. The scientists found that a strong El Niño promotes the flow of warm ocean water towards the Antarctic, which encourages melting of the ice shelf from below the surface of the water. However, they also found that El Niño increases the amount of snowfall by changing wind patterns and air currents. The opposing effects of El Niño on ice shelves, adding mass from snowfall but taking it away through basal melt, were at first difficult to untangle from the satellite data. The satellites measure the height of the ice shelves, not the mass, and what we saw at first is that during strong El Niños the height of the ice shelves actually increased, Dr. Paolo said. I was expecting to see an overall reduction in height as a consequence of mass loss, but it turns out that height increases. That's a total change of around 16 feet, 5 meters. An El Nino event from 1997 saw the most significant change of the 23-year period, as it increased the height of the ice shelf by more than 10 inches, 25 centimeters. El Nino has a dramatic impact on the shrinking of ice shelves, but La Niña, the climate spectacle that cools instead of warms, has the opposite effect. La Niña events cause the ice shelves to increase in mass. The ice shelf response to ENSO climate variability can be used as a guide to how longer-term changes in global climate might affect ice shelves around Antarctica, said co-author Lori Padman, an oceanographer with Earth and Space Research. The paper was published in the journal Nature Geoscience.